Hello, my name is Second, and we are playing Life in the Village 3. And between episodes, Remington finally got a start on the warehouse over here up to level 5. It doesn't look like it's going to have a basement. So we know about what we're working with when it comes to thinking about a new base, right? So I thought what we'd do is try to match the style a little bit, but with some slightly fancier materials, and see how that goes. We're gonna try to do a foundation here first. Meanwhile, we've gotten ourselves level 1 stonemason. And this we should be able to teach, okay, so it's got these already. That's cool. What if we taught it stone bricks? Wonderful. And we'll see how that does. So there's a barbarian raid going on. The guards are basically taking care of them. I am not even really sure where they are. There's one somewhere. I don't think we've lost. We did lose a guard, but I don't think we've lost any colonists. Yep, it's over. Good job, guards. I'm kind of building this house a little bit different. We're doing the basement first. And we're gonna want the ceiling of it to be brown. So we're gonna get some spruce slabs, some of these brown terracotta shingle slabs. Is that it? I thought there was a regular brown. Okay. Well, we make it in here? We can make it in here. Wonderful. Alright, so we got some different stuff to work with here. Now this isn't going to be the floor. We're going to do something else with that. Now for the floor up there, we're going to be using cooking for blockheads. And you take some coal blocks and some quartz blocks, or black concrete and white concrete, together in a 2x2, and then you can turn it, really just about any color you want out of the 16 basic Minecraft colors. And it's a nice floor. It's also a nice wall. But what it's for, cooking for blockheads is an auto-crafting mod that only does food. And you make this multi-block structure out of these blocks, all touching each other, and the floor blocks count. So once we get the basic block on the floor block, anything that touches the basic block, or any of the floor blocks that touch the basic one, will be part of the multi-block. Now for whatever Caden's doing, we need composted dirt. I think barrel might already be doing something here. Yeah, the barrel's already working. So we need some compost from one of the mine colony's compost barrels. Hey, finally came out. We got 6. And this surrounded by dirt will make composted dirt. Okay. It must be done. Wonderful. Remington's just about done with the level 5 courier, or warehouse, what I'm trying to say. The buildings the couriers use when they're not using their courier huts for whatever they use those for. It's pretty cool looking. It's quite a departure from where it was at level 4. If you remember, it had that the vanilla brick roof and kind of like a cobbly outside. Now it's using these cream bricks. This was not cheap, but once it's done, we'll be able to start upgrading the racks. We'll have all kinds of room in the racks to store, you know, garbage. Okay, we're starting to get a floor. We're gonna put ourselves some carpet in here. And by carpet, I mean some wool. Put one over there. And got a little moss over here and over here. Maybe a little more green carpet just for a little texture. Yeah, pretty good. So we've got mostly paper walls up here, and we've gone with the Macaw's windows again. Now for the kitchen, I want to change up the materials, sort of like we did on the first house, but this time we're going to use these beige bricks from Doma Monumentum. I can't pronounce that right now. These are gravelin bricks. They look a lot like the cream ones, but they're a little different. I like them. We got the floor for cooking for Blockheads in. I want to make the main block. That all starts by cooking a book. Now what we do with this thing is we're going to craft it with 2 diamonds and 2 crafting tables to make the crafting book. Any kind of... where'd diamonds go? Any kind of food that we had in our, you know, food ingredients. Like if we had 3 wheat in our inventory, we could go ahead and make bread. But we're just going to craft it into a block, which does the same thing with inventories from the mod that are attached to it. Now we can't have just the cooking table. We're going to need the inventories to put everything in. Most of these blocks are decorative inventories. A few of them do something. We're going to get some refrigerators. We're going to get a couple kitchen counters. What else can we get? We can make a couple spice racks probably. We're going to want some pressure plates. At least 1 fruit basket. And you don't have to put fruit in it. You can put anything in it. It really doesn't matter. Now we're going to put this thing down right here. And anything that touches it or this floor, now that this is touching the special floor, is going to become part of the multi-block. So we're going to put some refrigerators down. We're going to get some cabinets. Very nice. Now one block that does a thing is the sink. This is basically an infinite water source. If we had pipes of some kind, we could just drain it endlessly, but it'll allow us to use water in our recipes. And, you know, we can also fill water buckets from it if we want to. Another block that does something is the oven. This we're going to want a little bit of fuel for. There's an upgrade for it. We could power it with RF, but I don't think we have much in the way of RF generation in this mod. That's nice. And we're going to put a fruit basket down. And we're going to put a couple of spice racks. Now you can go up, like, because this block is right on top of this block. Kind of how that works. Now the kitchen corner isn't an inventory. It's strictly decorative. That's not quite the way we want it. There we go. Much better. Alright, now all these inventories are empty. But we could make stuff with the stuff that's in our inventory. If we were to go ahead and throw all this stuff in here, and you'll see we still have access to it all. Wheat dough is you cook this up for bread. It's a much better deal. Now there's more stuff we want for the kitchen. We have a couple of food mods, and we're gonna want to get into Farmer's Delight. So we're gonna go ahead and make a stove. Do we not have sticks? We might not have sticks. Let's make some sticks. Here we go. Alright. Now we can make a wooden shovel. And what else do we need here? Nothing. We got a cooking pot. Now the cooking pot has water in it and the stove has fire in it. Once you craft them, you don't need to add fuel, you don't need to add water. They just truck along. And we're gonna put it right here. Awesome. It has a little GUI you put bowls in. It's all integrated with JI. It makes a lot of different kinds of food, and this is not the only mechanic that it adds. Another thing it has that we're gonna want is a cutting board and a knife. And we're just gonna go ahead and make the netherite knife, because you get a fancy chivo for that, and we got the netherite. We're not doing much with it. So here we go. One netherite knife from Farmer's Delight. Woohoo! Now one thing this does is you can break grass with it and get straw. Straw is good for a couple different things. We're mostly doing it to get the achievement. But you can craft it into this organic compost, which actually is important. This is just a cool block. You got bales. The canvas has a couple different uses. You can make baskets, and it replaces leather and some other stuff here and there. But the main thing we do with this is we chop stuff. So the fast way to do this is to put whatever you want to chop up in your offhand. Hold your knife and just hold down right click. In this case, we're getting 2 minced beef for every raw beef that we cut up. And, different, you can cut up all kinds of things. You can use an axe and wood and get strip logs. That's pretty cool. But if you're looking for... Yeah, this is actually all integrated now. That's pretty cool. So you can see how to make it. But you can do the fish. You get cutlets and a little bit of bone meal. You can do chicken. You get all kinds of things from the chicken. Most of it only just like cooks up. But like you can see, we're just getting the chicken cuts now. It used to give chicken wings also. Maybe it doesn't do that anymore. It really didn't have much of a use. You just kind of ate them. Now, unfortunately, the Farmer's Delight stove and cooking pot is not integrated with cooking for Blockheads. But we can certainly cook stuff up in here. If we were to click, again, it would cook one. If we were to shift click, it'll try to cook a whole stack. And we'll see, this can cook 9 things at a time. It's pretty cool. And if you look real fast, you can see inside the oven all the ground beef in there. There are all these zombie sounds from underneath me. We have found some corn from Quark. This stuff is pretty cool. You can combine it. Also gives off light. What do you do with it? Oh, maybe it doesn't. Maybe it's the blocks you have to do it with. I don't know. It's probably changed since the last time I messed with it. Oh boy. That goes down a ways. Our blacksmith is finally level 3. So we can go ahead and research, where is it? Yeah, we can research the mechanic. And it's the mechanic that's been the throttle on upgrading our barracks to level 3 and further developing our military, which is actually not doing too bad. Thinking about the second floor, you can take these Builder's Delight planks and just make slabs out of them. It's awesome. You usually can't do that with the chisel stuff. That's really, really cool. So we have this mod called Extended Lights, which is pretty cool. We just need some glowstone bulbs, I guess. This looks pretty cool. I've never used it. Yeah, we got a quest for that. That's nice. Now we've got these caged iron lanterns, which I really like the look of. Let's make a couple of these. Oh wow, there's quests for all this stuff? Okay. Where's my clock? There we go. Okay, now I think we're gonna put these right up here. Yeah, those look great. And we've also got these square iron lanterns. Oh, we're gonna have to make the bulb. There we go. Let's take a look at this. There's a quest for that too. Put it down right there. Yeah. Nice. We've also got these fancy, like, I guess we'd need concrete for this. I wonder if we have any concrete. Blaze tubes we can handle. I guess that's a quest. We got, we're gonna have to get some light concrete powder together. Here we go. Let's see how these look. Because I could use one like right there. And that'll just about take care of the light issue up here. Now, not all the way, though. The other thing we're gonna do is we're gonna make some of these tubes. And let's see, not really any good colors. I feel like maybe orange would be good for what we're gonna do. Oh, why is the lag? I guess I've been playing for a while. Maybe buffers are getting full. So you probably, if you watch my videos, you've probably seen me do this kind of trick before. Whenever I have access to like a tube like this, be it, that may not be what we want. That's not gonna do the trick, folks. This is some other kind of, you can put them on the ceiling, but you can't put them standing straight up and down like this. Well, well. And it did say ceiling. But like I said, there's always end rods. Now we're definitely gonna want, I want some sofas. So we're gonna make some of these. We're gonna have to make a good amount of orange wool. We should probably have enough. Now to make these, you need to make these pillows. And whoops, we forgot to make the orange wool. There we go. Gotta make these pillows. And we're gonna make 8 of them. And that'll give us 2 of the little sofas here. And where are we gonna pop these down? This looks like a good spot. And you can sit down in them, relax, take a load off. Now we've solved or completed a whole bunch of quests, so we might as well cash them in, see what all we get. Oh, some random stuff. Fancy diamond coins. I don't know if we've gotten those. We'll have to, alright, well first the lockboxes. Some stuff. And we got our treasure chests. Ooh, it's got laggy. Alright, and we got the loot crate. Oh, some planks, some red sand. Let's see what we can get for one of these diamond coins. If we've done it before, I've forgotten. So let's see, we can get just epic loot, Tinker's material, Tinker's parts, axolotl spawn eggs, villager spawn eggs, totems. We can get buddy steel. We're gonna get buddy steel. This stuff is a little hard to get. You've gotta. We don't have a great surplus of the cards right now. What I'm interested in specifically is a buddy steel hook. You know, I don't see the fishing rod.
I could help you with that.
In this version. Well, now I know the fishing rod probably isn't in this version. Alright. So now that we have a level 5 warehouse, before I forget, we can upgrade the racks. And by default, they're, well, I don't even know what the upgrade does, but by default it's 27 slots. The first upgrade is not that expensive. It's just a block of emerald. Oh, you can sort from here? That's cool. It just looks like it's just another block of emerald for more. Okay, we got another row there. That's pretty good. That sort button. I didn't know. That'll help, because these guys just throw things like anywhere. Everything all sorted. That's awesome. I didn't think it had worked at first because I expected the price to go up. But, oh, stonemason's done. Okay, yeah. Okay, yeah. Now they're, for the price of 27 emeralds, these are all double the size they were. And the sort is gonna help so much. Now we're gonna want to move our enchanting setup over here. And we could just do, you know, regular old enchanting setup, but that would be boring. We're gonna get ourselves a bunch of these vertical slabs. There we go. And we're gonna make a whole... That's not it, is it? What about this? Here we go. I'm gonna make a good amount of them. Now what we can do is have them right like this. And we can put one book in each slot. Let's just fill this one up here to demonstrate. And then we can have an enchanting table right here. Now right now, well, I don't think the trowel is enchantable. But the book is, and you see we can enchant up to level 12 in here with just the one bookshelf filled up. That gives it 6 enchantment power. So we're gonna make some books. So 3 full shelves get us up to level 30. And anything beyond that, it's not even, I don't even think it's 3. I think we could take a row out. Anything beyond that, we're just kind of staying at 30. I don't know if I have something to oh, sure, I have the hoe. Yeah, we're staying at 30. That's okay. Okay. The second floor is starting to come together. I think it's time we started working on a new building. I think it's called the Sifter. Yeah, here we go. Let's see what it's all about. We now have a level 3 university, so that's very exciting. Let's, requires a restaurant. Okay, so 8 golden apples. We could do a lot of things. 128 steak, we could increase the citizens to 50. We don't need that quite yet. What's this? Citizen hit point plus 2. That's not bad. Citizen happiness. Night owl. Okay. 25 golden carrots. That sounds good. And we're gonna increase the pace at which our builders place blocks, and hopefully, well, you know, the miner places blocks, and you got others that place blocks, they'll be faster. And as we were clearing those, one of the ones we learned was the one that unlocks Mechanic's Hut, so good news. Somewhere along the line, we unlocked the Crusher. This, I believe, allows us to double our ores, yields from our ores, and I'm gonna need a building tool. And I want that before we actually get the smeltery over there doing its thing. Builders, Crafts, and Additions adds all kinds of cool things. Oh, we need some more spruce. Here we go. These cabinets have inventories, and they're really cool. We're gonna make 2 of them. Now we're gonna pop them right here. Actually, I lied. We're gonna put them up higher and put something else down there. Not bad. Now, Extended Lights adds all these different kinds of candles, and Beautify adds these candelabras, which are really nice. We might try an orange one. See how it looks. Can we put it on a wall? Oh, we put it on a wall and it hangs like that. That's not really what we want. Might have to light these. Yeah, okay. I don't see fire, but they are making light. And we've also got these cute little stools, which I have a number of uses for. Now first, they're gonna be where we sit down to eat. But we're also gonna make a little desk up here. And that looks pretty good. Like, the height profile on these is great. It doesn't look like you'd be cutting your legs off if you were sitting there. Okay, the Mechanic's Hut is done. Finally. Let's check it out real quick. I'm pretty sure there's not much to it. And the first stage. But let's go see. Yeah. And just a little box. That's cool though. Now I've had Tenley here studying up. Hopefully Now that his studies are over, he'll go become a mechanic or a machinist or whatever it is. I already forgot. Okay, now this is half done. We had to stop it because we didn't have the machinist. Now the machinist should be able to get us a gate. And Tenley's going somewhere? Right here. Wonderful. We're gonna set this to upgrade. Right. Okay, next step here, now that this is lit up, is stairs up to the attic, and then a ceiling. Yeah, okay. Different colors than I normally work with, but that's alright. We've got a new button. String mesh. Fletcher learns how to make string meshes for the sifter, so we did unlock Fletcher. I guess we'll have to make one so that we can make the mesh for the sifter. Remington's finished up the quarry build, which strictly speaking doesn't appear to be necessary. Once you assign the miner to quarry, it looks like they'll just start cleaning it out. It's quite a crane. Looks really cool. And while we're waiting for somebody to upgrade our barracks for us, maybe it will be Caden. Caden is up here making a balcony, and who knows what all else. We'll have a level 4 restaurant soon. Oh wow, he's really fast now. Those upgrades were definitely worth the wait. Okay, let's see if we can see what he's doing here. Putting stairs down. He's up to something. Boy, he's fast now. Just waiting for some terracotta to smelt up. I figured we'd cash in some quests. Well, we haven't completed too many, but we have completed a few. We got some loot. 32 flint. Awesome. So back to the kitchen. We've got a couple things from Croptopia that we're gonna want. Not the least of which is this pot. There's also some kind of this thing. The food press. We'll need some pistons. There we go. And I guess we'll need a hopper. There we go. Now we're gonna make a rack from, I hope we're gonna, there it is. That's a spice rack. That's the wrong one. I can't click on it. There it is. A tool rack. This is part of the multi-block kitchen. And what you can do is, I didn't even make that. Now this is set up for Pam's harvest crop, but I think we could put the pot on there just the same. Let's go grab the food press. Oh, the food press is an advancement. We can just throw it up here and have access to it. I'm interested in it because I'm low on sugar. And we can make jams and all kinds of things with the food press that'll really help us out. Now one thing this won't do on its own is multi-step crafting. So let's say we get a little blueberry jam. We could use the blueberry jam with peanut butter and bread to make peanut butter and jam. And although we have wheat in the system, we don't have any bread, so it doesn't realize that that we could make that. You've got to have the actual ingredients, not the makings of the ingredients. So let's see. Okay, so we could make toast. We're gonna get 9 of those going. And now we got 9 pieces of toast. We'll just throw it in an inventory. And now I think we can make the toast with jam. Yeah. So let's see. This'll, yeah, nutrients. Okay, fruits and carbs. This won't get us the sugar. That's too bad. But it'll raise our fruits and carbs up. We're almost to this first line here. Be interesting to see what it does. It started building the crusher over here, but I canceled it because Remington was making me nervous. He was digging a big hole. So let's go ahead and make sure that ground level is ground level on this thing. Come on. There it goes. All right. So let's get our build tool here. And this is medieval spruce. Okay, this is the one we picked, right? We just gotta bring it a little more this way. Yeah, that's... I guess it goes down to that level, huh? Which isn't really what we want. This might be a little better. Was it the medieval spruce that we were using? Maybe it was the Nordic. Let's see. I want to make sure we get this right. Aha! Yeah, there's our problem. Okay, okay. Bring it one more. One more this way. I'll bring it up again. This is more what we want, I think. It still looks like it's one off. But this ought to be fine. And after I canceled the build, Remington picked up over here where he left off with the barracks, so hopefully this will be done soon. I don't want to neglect the kitchen here, because that's probably the meaningful progress that we're making today in addition to the structure here. The hamper, it's 28 units, so I don't know how much. I guess this is 110. We'll see how close we get. I want to see what starts happening when we start reaching those goals. And while we're at it, I'd like to start using this thing. Now, you don't have to have the bowls in here. You can right-click with the bowl and scoop out. You can also break this and take it with you, and it'll retain its food, which is pretty cool. I want to see if we can make something in it just to sort of demonstrate. We do have to go out and get some mushrooms at some point. Yeah, beef stew. That looks good. So some of these that use bowls, they do stack. They don't stack up to 64 usually. They'll typically stack up to 16. And beef stew's no different. Let you just throw your ingredients over there. And if we don't have bowls in, the way it works is, once it's done cooking up here. Come on. It's got beef stew. So we could right click and get a bowl of beef stew, or we could just have bowls in here. Beef stew. What does it do for us? Let's see. Okay, protein, veggies, and carbs. That's nice. This is also protein, veggies, and carbs. I had to come out and get some ferns. And there's this thing in front of us. I mean, obviously, what else could I be talking about? Have we been here? We haven't, well, we might have been to one of these. We haven't been to this one. Yeah, it's full of villagers. That's right. We've been to one of these before. Might not have been in this pack, but oh. I'll take some glowing. Unless I'm mistaken, that is the gate block there in Remington's hand, and as soon as he gets unstuck off of the perfectly stationary column of his workplace, which he goes to every day, hopefully he'll put it down. Okay, he's put a couple of them down already.
I could help you with that.
That should open when he's done with it. I guess we'll see. Oh, he's finally done. Let's go check it out. Okay. Now what we should be able to do... this is cool. Okay. That's easy enough. We should now be able to upgrade these towers. And that'll allow the guards that are using them as workplaces to use iron armor, and hopefully we'll also be able to unlock the spy. Oh, and here's we can build this one. A little basement. Oh, cool. Awesome. So now that we've got it, we can start unlocking some of this stuff. With the smeltery, we could do these too, which is really nice. But it was the barracks that was really the throttle here, so I'm glad we got that done. And I think that's gonna be it for this time. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you in the next episode. Bye bye.